Yeah, hello. Good morning, all of you. This is another session of discussing about second chapter. Meanwhile, we have covered some lab programs in the last two sessions, but I thought some concepts has to be again recall in second chapter. Okay, so because already we have learned about the concepts of for loop and other different concepts, but still there are some specific points which need to be covered while we discuss about these particular for loops and list all these things. Okay, so that's why I thought of again repeating some of the concepts of second chapter. Okay, because I told you in the last session that this is the final that means I told you that second chapter has been completed, but when I refer some other textbooks, so I thought it some specific concepts are there where we need to focus on. Okay, so that's why I am making another video session for covering all those specific concepts. Okay, so that is what we are going to discuss today's class. But all the concepts that we already learned, okay, but need to be focused more. So that's why I am taking this session. Okay, so let's start with the contents what we're going to learn in this session in particular. So the contents are executing a statement a given number of times. Okay, see, these are all some specific concepts. Okay, so executing a statement a given number of times, that means you need to execute or you need to print a statement some particular number of times. Okay, suppose you want to print a statement called text or print a statement called college name KHIT. Okay, when you use a print command, we can print only once. Other than print command, the thing is I need to print that particular statement as many times as we require. Okay, so that can be done with using a for loop. Okay, that can be learned here. Next, while we are executing the loops, we may come across some different errors. Okay, especially the error, there is one error called off by one error. Okay, so that the specific concepts we can cover today's class. Next, we traverse the contents of data sequence. That means any list or tuples or sequence data types are there. So it contains some number of elements. Okay, so if you want to traverse those number of elements by using a for loop, so that can also be done with the help of a for loop and using a range function, and that can be learned in this session. And the last thing is loops that count down. That means for loop can be used to print the reverse of the string or to print the reverse contents of a list or a tuple. Okay, so all these statements are related to for loops, especially for loops, because for loop is the powerful tool in Python, especially to do so many different jobs. Okay, so for loop is most commonly used looping statement in especially Python. Okay, so that's why all these specific concepts are related to for loops. Okay, so that is what we are going to. So we can say that this concept especially variations of for loop. Okay, so we can clearly justify that there are so many variations in for loop. So all these variations are listed down for this specific today's class. Okay, so let's start with saying about what is this executing a statement for a given number of times. Right, so you can observe the for loop here. Okay, so what is a for loop we have written is for each pass. So each pass is nothing but it's a variable. It's normally a general variable. Okay, there is nothing specific here. We can write x also here. So for each pass in range. Okay, in range. What is the range means? Range means what? It's a function. So range is a function which try to print the numbers or traverse the numbers of that particular interval. Suppose I said the range is 1 to 4. So what is the meaning of the range is 1 to 4? The numbers in between 1 to 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So it is called range. So in general, range is a function which can be used for that purpose. So here the problem statement is executing a statement given number of times. That means you want to print something on the screen as many number of times as you require. Okay, so here what I am doing is I am printing a statement called it's alive. Okay, it's alive is a statement. So here I want to print it. Okay, so print it how many number of times? 4 times, because in range I have written 4. When I written 4, the meaning of that 4 is 0 to 4. Okay, 0 to 4. But the range function especially, it will not print the last value. That means 4 will not be printed. It will take the count from 0 to 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. So totally how many number of times? 4 times. Okay, because 0 is one time, 1 is another time, 2 is another time, 3 is another time. So totally 4 times. Okay, so whenever or wherever you use this for loop with the range function, 4 in the sense, that means if you have specifically written only one parameter 4, it means that 0, 4. Okay, specific గా మనం 4 రాసినా సరే అది దాని ముందు 0 ఉంటుంది అంటే 0 to 4 అని అర్థం. ఓకేనా? సో 0 to 4 in the sense 0, 1, 2, 3. That's it. 4 will not be considered here. Okay, so that is the point we need to observe here. So in general 4 అని రాసాం ఇక్కడ. సో 4 అని రాసిన మీనింగ్ ఏంటంటే totally 4 times I want to print some statement. Okay, so for each pass in range 4. Okay, so 4 is nothing but I want to print something on the screen 4 times. What I need to want to print on the screen is I have written in the statement below, print it's alive. Okay, so it's alive is the statement which I need to print on the screen. Okay, something specifically has written there. What is that? Is end is equal to double quotations ichadu. Okay, end is nothing but after every statement there should be a space అని అర్థం అక్కడ. ఓకే, ఇట్స్ అలైవ్ ఇది స్టేట్మెంట్, రైట్? ఇట్స్ అలైవ్ అనేది ఏంటి? ఒక స్టేట్మెంట్. ఆ స్టేట్మెంట్ తర్వాత అంటే నెక్స్ట్ టైం మళ్ళీ అది ప్రింట్ అయ్యేటప్పుడు దాని ముందు ఒక స్పేస్ రావాలి. దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ ద ఇంటెన్షన్ ఆఫ్ రైటింగ్ ఎండ్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు స్పేస్. ఓకే, స్పేస్ని ఎలా తీసుకున్నాను ఇక్కడ? డబుల్ కొటేషన్స్లో తీసుకున్నాను. ఓకే, సో డబుల్ కొటేషన్స్ని తీసుకున్నప్పుడు మధ్యలో స్పేస్ వచ్చిందనమాట. అదర్వైజ్ ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు ఎండ్ దట్ స్టేట్మెంట్ విత్ కామా, లైక్ దట్ మీన్స్ ఆఫ్టర్ ఇట్స్ అలైవ్ అంటే ఈ స్టేట్మెంట్ ఇట్స్ అలైవ్ అనే స్టేట్మెంట్ ప్రింట్ అయిన తర్వాత ఐ నీడ్ టు గెట్ ఏ కామా హియర్. ఓకే, హియర్ ఐ నీడ్ టు గెట్ ఏ కామా. సో at that time what you need to write here is comma. Okay, you can mention comma here. Otherwise if you want to have a dot, okay, after every statement it's alive tarvata dot ane statement రావాలనుకోండి ఇక్కడ డాట్ ఇవ్వచ్చు మనం. Okay, so that is what this end means. Okay, end is a specific kind of a thing which we use with the print function. Okay, సో ప్రింట్ ఫంక్షన్తో మనం దీన్ని యూజ్ చేస్తాము. సో హ్యావ్ యూ గాట్ దిస్? సో ద మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ స్టేట్మెంట్ ఈస్ యూజింగ్ ఎ ఫర్ లూప్ ఐ వాంట్ టు ప్రింట్ ఎ స్టేట్మెంట్ యాజ్ మెనీ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ టైమ్స్ యాజ్ ఐ రిక్వైర్డ్. ఓకే, ఎస్పెషల్లీ హియర్ ఐ ఎమ్ గివింగ్ 4 in the sense I want to print this statement 4 times. So it is printed 4 times. It's alive. Then I am getting some space here. then again it's alive, then again it's alive, again it's alive. So 4 times the value is printed. So that's what the explanation has been given below in this particular box. So this loop repeatedly calls one function which is called as a print function, and the constant 4 on the first line tells you that how many times to call this particular function. If you want to print 10 or 100 times, we can just change 4 into 4 to 10 or 100. So simply you remove 4 here, then put 10. So this statement will be printed 10 times. Similarly, this if you put 100 here, the statement will be printed 100 times. Okay. So now we'll check with this example. Okay. Sorry, this example where we'll try to copy this particular spider ID and check whether it is working or not. Okay. Right. So we'll check this function. So just copy this and try to paste it in spider ID. So already I have executed some functions here, so I can take a new file here now. So in this new file I'll just copy this statement. Okay, so I need to modify these quotations, because quotations here it will not take these quotations. Okay, I told you already that due to the syntax, due to the font problem, it will not take these particular quotations. You need to give the specific quotations here, right? Okay, now when you try to execute this, okay, it is printed. Okay, now we have successfully checked. So I'll simply, what I'm doing is I want to print 10 times instead of 4 times. I'll print 10 times, and here I'll give comma. That means after every statement, it's alive statement, I'll get a comma. Okay, so I have done these modifications and now try to execute the statement. Okay, you can see, observe here, it's alive, comma, again it's alive, comma, again it's alive, comma. Like that we can consider this, right now. So have you got the usage of this print function with this range function? For loop the range function ఎలా యూస్ చేయాలనేది ఇది చెప్తుంది మనకి. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఇస్ లూప్ ఎర్రర్స్ off by one error. What is the loop error? Okay, it's generally a concept. Okay, now only I have discussed with you what is that. Is in the previous example I told you that range of 4. What is range of 4 indicates? Range of 4 indicates 0 to 3. That means 4 will not be considered. Okay, 0 to 3 and 4 will not be considered. Right? So simply, if we have given 4, it counts from 0 to 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. That's it. Okay. So, but as our understanding, that means as a normal person, when you see that statement, we thought that it is 4 also will be considered. Okay, we generally think that 4 is also considered. Suppose I'll show you with an example, with the same previous example. So here I want to change this. Range function can also be written in some way, somewhat like this: 0, 10. 0, 10. What is this 0, 10? 0, 10 in the sense 0 to 9. Okay, so 0 to 9 is nothing but 0 to 9 is nothing but how many numbers? 10 numbers, because 0 is also considered, right? So 10 numbers are executed. Okay, so okay, I'll just modify this with 6. Now, as a normal person, we thought that this total thing will be executed 6 times. Okay, no doubt the total statement, that means it's alive statement, is executed 6 times. It will be printed 6 times, but it will consider only from 0 to 5. Okay, 6 will not be considered here, right? So 6 will not be considered. or otherwise I'll try to show it with not with this particular statement. So I'll show you with the number, then we can able to understand. So here the variable we have used is each pass variable. Okay, so now try to execute this statement. See here, when this statement is executed, what are the numbers that I got as an output? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 will not be printed. But when I see this statement, I am seeing that 6 is there in that statement. Okay, ఈ range అనే ఫంక్షన్లో 6 అనే నెంబర్ ఉంది, కానీ 6 ఇక్కడ ప్రింట్ అవ్వదు. ఎక్కడ దాకా ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది? 5 దాకే ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది. 0 నుంచి కన్సిడర్ చేసుకొని 5 దాకే ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది. సో 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total values are 6, but it will print from 0 to 5 only. ఓకే, దీన్నే ఏమంటారంటే, దీన్ని టెక్నికల్ టర్మ్స్లో ఒక ఎర్రర్ లాగా కాల్ చేస్తారు. ఏంటి ఎర్రర్ అంటే ఆఫ్ బై 1 ఎర్రర్. ఆఫ్ బై 1 ఎర్రర్ ఇన్ ద సెన్స్ ఒకటి తక్కువ చూపిస్తుంది అని. ఓకే, సో ఇట్ ఈస్ షోయింగ్ 1 less than దట్ ఒరిజినల్ నెంబర్. జనరలీ వీ థాట్ 1, 4. ఇక్కడ సపోజ్ ఈ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చూడండి, 1, 4 అన్నాము. 1, 4 అంటే మనం ఏమనుకుంటాం? 1, 2, 3, 4 మొత్తం ప్రింట్ అవుతుందేమో అనుకుంటాం. బట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఓన్లీ 1, 2, 3. ఓకే, 4 ప్రింట్ అవ్వదు, 1, 2, 3 మాత్రమే ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది. ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు చెక్ అగైన్, ఐ జస్ట్ కాపీ దిస్. I already show you with some example, but still we'll try to execute this example also. So space for loop kindane raayakuddu statement, daniki koncham gap ichi rayali. Now for count in range 1, 4. So generally what we think is 1 to 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 print అవుతుందేమో అనుకుంటాం, కానీ చూడండి ఇక్కడ when I try to execute this statement, it will print only 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, that's it. 4 will not be printed. So that is the reason. Okay, that is the generally in technical terms it is called as an error, but it's generally it's not an error, but we thought it is somewhat okay, one short of original value. So that's why it is called as an off by 1 error. Okay, so he'll give some explanation here. So if the loop fails to perform expected number of iterations, because this number is typically off by 1, so that's why this error is called as an off by 1 error. Okay, so the programmer might intend to following loop to count from 1 through 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 print అవుతుందేమో అనుకుంటాడు, బట్ 1 to 3 మాత్రమే ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, సో ఇక్కడ ఎస్పెషల్లీ there is some note. Okay, so try to read this note. This is not a syntax error. So generally we should not call this as syntax error, but it is a logical error. Okay, logical error in the sense what? There is nothing error with the syntax. There is nothing wrong with the syntax. Okay, but logically we thought that 1, 2, 3, 4 will be printed, but the Python interpreter, the understanding of the Python interpreter is it is only 1, 2, 3. Okay, so see this. Unlike syntax errors, logical errors are not detected by the Python interpreter, but only by the eyes of a programmer who carefully inspects a program's output. Okay, so here what you need to do is, if you want to print 4 also, you simply change this 4 to 5. Okay, according to your program, you thought that 1, 2, 3, 4 should be printed on the screen. So if at all you want to do that, you simply change that 4 to 5. Okay, 4 తీసేసి అక్కడ 5 పెట్టండి, అప్పుడు మీకు 1, 2, 3, 4 ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది. Okay, so that is what we need to do is, but generally this is technically we call it as an off by 1 error, but not a syntax error. It is a logical error. We need to understand that. Okay, because every programming language having their own syntax. Okay, having their own different set of rules. According to that, the program has to be written. Similarly, Python is also having a special kind of a function called range. In that, it is considered one shot of any value. Okay, 4 and 1 to 4 అంటే అక్కడ మీనింగ్ ఏంటంటే 1 to 3 మాత్రమే ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది అని చెప్పి పైథాన్ ఇంటర్ప్రిటర్ అలా డిజైన్ చేశారు. ఓకే, సో దట్స్ వై వీఆర్ గెటింగ్ దీస్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్స్ అనమాట. సో ఇన్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఆల్సో ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు ప్రింట్ 1 2 3 4 you simply change this 4 to 5. So when you execute this statement you will get 1 2 3 4. Okay, so you observe the statements 1 2 3 4 ప్రింట్ అయింది కదా. సో ఇలా మనం చేసుకోవచ్చు, రైట్. సో దట్ ఈస్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద స్పెసిఫిక్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఏ ప్రాబ్లమ్ or we can say error with the range function. Okay, so all of you note this. Whenever you write a loop, I'll show you some examples at the end of this session. I'll show you some examples there. You need to answer these specific questions, okay, especially in the range function. Okay, so while solving those questions you have to keep in mind that whenever you want to give a range, it is printed one short of that value. Okay, ఒక వాల్యూ తక్కువ ఇక్కడ ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది, అది మనం గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి, రైట్. నెక్స్ట్, సో traversing the contents of a data sequence. Okay, so traversing of a contents అంటే ఏంటి? జనరల్లీ we have లిస్ట్, ట్యూపుల్స్, సీక్వెన్స్ అని చెప్పి మనకి కొన్ని డేటా టైప్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఓకే, సో దోస్ డేటా టైప్స్ కంటైన్స్ సమ్ values, a sequence of values. Okay, so with these sequence of values also we can use the range function. Okay, suppose list of range of 4 అన్నాను, ఏం ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది? 0 1 2 3, సేమ్ యాజ్ ఇట్ విత్ ద ఫర్ లూప్. ఓకే, సో రేంజ్ ఫంక్షన్ మనం ఫర్ లూప్తో వాడినా లేకపోతే లిస్ట్ కానీ ట్యూపుల్స్ కానీ వేటితో వాడినా సరే it will be one short of a original value. That you need to observe here, one short of the original value. Okay, so when I print list of range of 4, again it is printed 0 1 2 3. Okay, 4 is not printed here. Similarly, list of range of 1 comma 5, so 1 2 3 4, these will be printed. Okay ma. So for loop can also be used with the list, okay, and with the strings. So for loop has so many advantages here. So for loop can be used in so many different ways. So here you can see that for number in 1 2 3, what is this 1 2 3? 1 2 3 is a list. Okay, 1 2 3 is generally it's a list. So here what I am printing all the values of this list. ఈ లిస్టులో ఉన్న అన్ని వాల్యూస్ బయటికి తీసుకొని ప్రింట్ చేయాలి అంటే ఓకే, what should we do is we have to write a statement for number in. ఓకే, ఇన్ అంటున్నాడు, ఇన్ అంటే మీనింగ్ ఏంటి? మెంబర్షిప్ ఆపరేటర్. ఇన్ దిస్ లిస్ట్, ఈ లిస్ట్లో ఉన్న అని all the values in this list will be printed. So we have to use the print statement, print number comma end. So after every number what I need to print is only space. Okay, if you want to print comma then you put comma here. If you want to print dot, you put dot here at this end parameter. Okay, so print number comma space, end is equal to space. So now all the numbers are printed 1 2 3. Similarly, this is a string. Hi there is a string. ఈ స్ట్రింగ్లో ఉన్న అన్ని వాల్యూస్ బయటికి తీసుకొచ్చి ప్రింట్ చేయాలంటే అప్పుడు కూడా మనం ఫర్ లూప్ వాడచ్చు. ఫర్ క్యారెక్టర్, ఫర్ ఎవ్రీ క్యారెక్టర్ అంటే ఇట్స్ ఎ వేరియబుల్. ఓకే, వీ కెన్ రైట్ ఎక్స్ ఆల్సో హియర్. We can simply remove this and write x here. Okay, so print character comma end space. After printing this I need to end with some space. Okay, so here like this we can use this for loop with the lists also. Okay, similarly with the strings also. ఓకే, ట్యూపుల్స్, సీక్వెన్స్ దేంతోనైనా సరే ఈ ఫర్ లూప్ అనేది మనం వాడుకోవచ్చు. దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ ద బేసిక్ ఇంటెన్షన్ ఆఫ్ showing this particular concept, traversing the contents of the data sequence. Okay, so I can store this hi there string ni మనం ఒక వేరియబుల్ లో స్టోర్ చేసుకొని అలా కూడా రాసుకోవచ్చు. Okay, suppose here I can write some x is equal to this total string. Okay, so x is equal to ఈ టోటల్ స్ట్రింగ్ అంతా కూడా x లో స్టోర్ చేసుకొని now I can simply remove this hi there here and put it x there. Okay, so for character in x, what is x? Nothing but it contains hi there. So again here also I'll get the same answer. Okay, so like this we can use the for loop with specific strings and list concepts. The last concept that we have for today is loops that count down. Actually loop ante count అనేది ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది, 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 like that. But if you want specifically to count down, that means 10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1. ఓకే, అలా కనుక ప్రింట్ అవ్వాలి అనుకుంటే మనం రేంజ్ ఫంక్షన్ వాడచ్చు. రేంజ్ ఫంక్షన్ ఎలా వాడచ్చు? దాంట్లో 3 పారామీటర్స్ తీసుకొని వాడచ్చు. ద ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఈజ్ కాల్డ్ ద స్టార్టింగ్ ఇండెక్స్, ద లాస్ట్ వన్ ఈజ్ కాల్డ్ ద ఎండింగ్ ఇండెక్స్, అండ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ ద ఇంక్రిమెంట్ ఆర్ డిక్రిమెంట్ ఆపరేషన్. Okay, this concept I already told you when I am discussing about for loops. Okay, range function ila vaadtarani akkada kuda cheppanu meeku again, but here also specific ga range function has many advantages kabatti again I am repeating the same thing here. Okay, so for count in the range 10 comma 0 comma minus 1, what is the meaning of this is the numbers has to be printed from 10. Okay, 10 to 0. 0 in the sense what? 0 will not be printed. Only 10 to 1 will be printed. Okay, but for each iteration it has to not incremented, it has to decrement because minus 1 is there. Okay, so what is the starting index? 10. 10 minus 1 what? 9. That is the second value. Again 9 minus 1 8. That is the third value. Like that the value has to be decreased. Okay, so that is how we need to write this statement, 10 comma 0 comma minus 1. So 10 comma 0 comma minus 1. So according to the original syntax of range function, 10 is called as the starting index and 0 is called as the ending index. Okay, so range function can be operated with giving a single parameter, giving 2 parameters and giving 3 parameters. Okay, it can be used with these 3 specific options. Range function ki manam oka parameter ivvachu, 2 ivvachu, 3 ivvachu. Oka parameter iste suppose 4 ichanu nenu, automatic ga em chestundi adi 0 to 4 అని చెప్పి కన్సిడర్ చేసుకుంటుంది. అర్థమైందా? సెకండ్ ఆప్షన్ మనం ఇందాక చూసాం, 0 to 4 స్పెసిఫిక్ గా ఇచ్చాము. ఇక్కడ చూడండి 1 to 4 2 పారామీటర్స్ ఇచ్చాను. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ I can give 4, then also the program will be executed. There is nothing problem with this. See here. Okay, so normal 4 ఇచ్చినా ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతుంది. సార్ మరి స్టార్టింగ్ ఇండెక్స్ లేదు కదా సార్, స్టార్టింగ్ ఇండెక్స్ ఆటోమేటికలీ ఇట్ విల్ టేక్ ఇట్ as 0. Okay, similarly 1 comma 5 2 parameters, but this time what I am doing is here accessing with 3 parameters. Okay, so 10 comma 0 comma minus 1. What is this last parameter? This last parameter is nothing but increment or decrement value. Increment cheyala, decrement cheyala, aithe enta cheyali. Okay, minus 1 rasanu. So every time iteration the value will be decreased by minus 1. If you write minus 2 there, the value will be decremented with minus 2. 10 minus 2 8, 8 minus 2 6, okay, 6 minus 2 4, 4 minus 2 2, అలాగా వాల్యూ డిక్రిమెంట్ అవుతూ ఉంటుంది. Okay, so we'll also execute this and try to observe the output. Every time I'm telling you this, please make a note of this. Try to change these quotations whenever you try to copy from anywhere else. Okay, whether it is from PPT or whether it is from internet, try to observe the font. Okay, so if you have any error showing here in the taskbar, so you try to observe that error, what is that error, and try to follow that. See, when you execute the statement, all the values are printed. Suppose here I want to change minus 1 with minus 2, then obviously, like I said, 10 8 like that values will be displayed. So 10 8 6 4 2, okay, like that. So this is how we can use with the countdown. Okay, so loops that count down, counting to downwards, not upwards. Okay, so this is also one of the specific concept. So range function, see, obviously all these concepts are related to range function, how the range function is used with different variations, right? So that is the thing. At last, I'm giving some examples here so that we can guess the answer here. So for count in range, what is the range he has given? 5. Okay, 5 is the range. Now what could be the answer? The values will be printed from 0 1 2 3 4, only 4. Okay, only 4. 5 will not be printed. Okay, and what about this count plus 1? Okay, generally count plus 1 is nothing but what? After printing 0, the next number will be 1. Okay, so that's why I have written count plus 1. Even though the here plus 1 should not be there, it is automatically incremented by 1. That is the point you need to observe. Even though if you are not specifically writing this plus 1, okay, then also for loop ante enti count ఒకటి already automatically increment చేస్తూ ఉంటుంది. Whereas in C programming or other programming languages, if you use for loops or while loops, we have to specifically write the increment or decrement statement. But here, no need to write those kind of statements in Python. Okay, so this is what is the answer for this particular problem? 0 1 2 3 4, up to 4 the numbers are printed. Then what is this one? 1 comma 4, how many, what are the values are printed? 1 2 3, that's it. And what is this one? 1 comma 6 comma 2. So starting index is 1, I need to print values from 1. After that, the next value will be obtained by adding 2 to the 1. 1 కి 2 add చేయాలి. So 1 plus 2 3, the next number is 3. 3 plus 2 5. Okay, so 1 3 5 will be printed for this particular statement. Okay, next, the last one is downwards decrementing for loop, idi countdown. So the starting range is 6, then 6 minus 1 5. Okay, 5 minus 1 4 3 2. So 6 5 4 3 2 వరకే ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది, 1 ప్రింట్ అవ్వదు. ఓకే, బికాజ్ రేంజ్ ఫంక్షన్లో ఈ సెకండ్ పారామీటర్ అనేది దానికన్నా ముందు ఒక వాల్యూ వరకు మాత్రమే ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది. సో ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్ ఐ హ్యావ్ ఆల్రెడీ ఎగ్జిక్యూటెడ్ అండ్ పుట్ ఇట్ ఇన్ దిస్ పర్టికులర్ thing. You can observe here, right? So I'll try to execute the first statement. Right, as I told you, the values are printed 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so see here 5 కూడా ప్రింట్ అవ్వాలి అనుకున్నప్పుడు ఏం చేశాను, నేను కౌంట్కి 1 యాడ్ చేశాను ఇక్కడ. ఓకే, సో మనం ఇక్కడ 5 ఇస్తే జనరల్గా ఇక్కడ కౌంట్ +1 రాయలేదనుకోండి, ఏమవుతుంది, ఓన్లీ 4 వరకు మాత్రమే ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది. బట్ 5 షుడ్ ఆల్సో బి ప్రింటెడ్ అనుకున్నప్పుడు ఇక్కడ కౌంట్ +1 రాస్తే 5 కూడా ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ దిస్ వన్. So you will get the answer as 1 2 3. Okay, similarly here also if you write count +1, then 4 also be printed. 4 kuda print out. Next here 162. Okay, so when you execute this you will get the answer as 135. So see here 135 is the answer. Okay, next the last one is 65432. Up to 2 values are printed. 65432. Okay, so this is how we can use a range function. See, this range function is more important because often we try to use this particular statement. So that's why I am repeating these concepts. Okay, so that's it for today's class. You can try more examples. Okay, there are so many exercises available with the internet, so you can try all these things. But as more you practice, more you try to get the concept or try to observe the different things happening with these functions. Okay, if you don't type it on your own and practice the programs, you are not able to get anything. Okay, such a easy language, if you practice a little bit hard work, if you can do, then we can make some subject, we can make some knowledge from the Python programming. Because whenever you pass out of your BTech course, then Python is in a booming situation now. Okay, because most of the programmers, most of the developers, they are developing programs in Python, and especially in data science field, this Python is using extensively. Okay, for developing different algorithms, developing different protocols, all these things Python is used. So please make sure that you try to understand the concepts, and if you have any problem with this, try to ping me. Okay, almost so many people, if you have any doubts, some people are pinging to me. That means they are sending a message to me. Immediately I am giving some response to them. Okay, if at all have anything with any problems with this, you just contact with me. Or if you are getting any errors while executing these programs, you just take a screenshot of that and send to me. Okay, in WhatsApp. I'll answer to you immediately. Okay, thank you.